I think there's a little bit of an artist in everybody, that's for sure. It's a reflection of our culture, the representation of the people and the time and what's happening during that time.
I think that the arts are all about sort of feeding that desire to be more than you might think you can be.
If you take away music and dance and exhibitions and creative expression, you take away what makes us human.
And so much of what we know about our cultural history and everything has always been determined by a culture's artists.
It's important that what is specific to Manitoba, can blossom, and the Manitoba Arts Council develops that to a great extent.
Societies that have had vibrant artistic communities are the same societies that have excelled.
Art is at the center of healthy communities, a vibrant creative economy, a productive education system, and a province connected to a global environment. And since 1965, the Manitoba Arts Council, or MAC, has been working to ensure that Manitoba remains a center of artistic excellence. In its first year of distributing grants, the Council emphasized existing cultural organizations, providing operational funds to the Royal Winnipeg Ballet, Le Cercle Molière de Saint-Boniface, Manitoba Theatre Centre, the Winnipeg Art Gallery, and Rainbow Stage. These original 5 organizations were the foundation of Manitoba's arts and cultural identity.
I think if you want to make it as an artist, you've got to know within yourself right from the start.
As the arts community in Manitoba began to grow, so did MAC's range of support to the arts. Each of Manitoba's established arts organizations housed extremely talented artists who would benefit from individual grants that might help launch struggling artists into a professional solo career.
One of the things that the Manitoba Arts Council does in providing funding both to organizations, but I think particularly to individual artists, is that it allows artists to experiment with the art form and to, whether it's in film or literature or the visual arts or music, to experiment with the art form, to push boundaries.
Recognizing that potential, MAC began funding individual artists in 1973. Wanda Coop was one of the first visual artists to receive an individual arts grant.
When I received this grant, it was the heavens opened. It gave me the opportunity to commit to a period of intensive work, and I never really looked back. It was an opportunity to actually be able to do my job, to actually do my job to the fullest of my abilities.
Early on in a performer's career, when you're just getting started and trying to find opportunities to play here and there, it's difficult and it's expensive. And it's the sort of thing that, with all the support my family gave me, we wouldn't have been able to make this happen on our own. And I'm extremely grateful to have had the support of the Manitoba Arts Council, who supported me tremendously throughout my early career. I think that really I could not have achieved what I've been able to achieve in my career were it not for the support of organizations like the Manitoba Arts Council and the Canada Council. I think that there's a real dedication to the arts in Manitoba in particular, and it's crucial. Certainly I'm an example of someone that wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for that kind of support.
Supporting the arts isn't simply about supporting artists who create a body of work, be it paintings, a dance series, a film, or a new novel. The documentation of our own arts legacy is an equally important endeavor.
For the sake of dance in the world, since we have in this country and in this province the home to the first modern dance and the first ballet companies, it's our duty to truly make sure that we record our legacy in a very exciting manner, share it amongst ourselves, and then we must share it with the scholars of the world. And I can tell you there's tremendous interest in the legacy of dance from Manitoba. The absolute fundamental, most important aspect of the arts is education.
The Artists in the Schools program, founded in 1976, encourages an understanding and appreciation of the arts among Manitoba's students, the audience and artists of the future. This program places professional artists in schools to work directly with students and teachers. Participation in the arts through programs such as Artists in the Schools and Art Smarts helps young people develop self-confidence and collaborative and empathetic capacities, and to achieve higher academic performance.
Well, I'm going to say the arts are the vehicle by which we as teachers who have the responsibility to ignite the children's minds and fuel their imagination and then illuminate that path of learning, that it's only through the arts that we have that possibility, because the arts are like 100 languages and there's so many ways that children learn. The arts is the fuel for the development of the total well-being of every person to reach their human potential.